Oops.
You keep calling her a fish woman with fish eyes.
But it's possibly attractive. That's why I said possibly.
Okay.
And charisma high.
Come on, let's go with scaly.
Yeah, that's...
No!
What'd you say?
What do you got against fish people, huh?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Campfire Quest. It's Friday. Woo! We've been working all week.
Yeah.
Work, toil, and now
trouble.
it's time for the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
That's how you know the weekend is started.
D&D.
It's time. I'm sitting at a table with, wait a minute. There's just the two of you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Wait a
It's just the
minute.
two of us.
There's a pretty good explanation for that. You killed half of the people that aren't here.
I did.
Fucked up.
And then made it so that the other half had to go home and see their husband.
Yes.
But you'll hear about that in a second. Why don't you give us a little recap of the mayhem that occurred at our last episode together?
Well,
Who are you again?
Monolith,
You're a rock, right?
part rock.
Okay,
I
okay.
embody the earth as an Earth Genasi rogue. First name Monolith, last name ain't got one.
Okay, Monolith ain't got one. Got it.
No, that's not my last name.
Is it
Oh god.
Ant got one? Sorry, I'm not really good at pronouncing
It's
things.
just Monolith. So anyways, last time we saw each other, we
Hey, that's mine.
oh yeah, I stole your accent. We had two other people. We had Joe and Ozzy.
Yeah.
Ozzy turned out to be a
Valandril.
betrayal.
Valandril betrayed us. Ozzy would
Valandril
never.
betrayed us. Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not.
Valandril betrayed us, and I elected to kill him. I succeeded
Well,
in doing so.
Yeah, great election.
It didn't go over well with Monolith. Monolith was very sad. They'd been adventuring for a while and killed one of his buddies.
I can't believe you killed an 18-year-old. That's kind of messed up.
I mean,
He was just a kid.
yeah, but he's a bad guy.
He was a half
He sold
elf, too,
off a
so
kid.
He was like a
He
baby.
sold off a kid.
You're right. That's
He
pretty
sold off
messed
a
up.
magic kid. All right.
Where is Beth? After she clapped her hands together at the end, she
She
completely
clapped her hands, disappeared, including the other character. Right? That's what happened to her. She disappeared.
No.
No, did she
Quinn?
just go home? Yeah.
No, she got her hands around the neck of somebody that she was really mad at.
Remember,
Yes.
she literally tore off his
Yes,
head.
I do remember that.
Like,
I suppose.
literally tore off his head with
Yeah,
her
she
hands.
she found her husband's twin brother who had tried to kill her.
And him.
And
the twin
him.
brother at the beginning.
Yeah,
He's a bad guy.
Twin brother tried to kill other twin brother,
But like 5
but
years
didn't.
ago.
But it didn't work. So she was mad, ripped his head off, and then was like, "I'm gonna go home."
Yeah.
It's definitely not because both of them are graduating.
Not at all. Nothing
No.
like that at all.
It's written in the story.
Story. What was,
Well, to be fair, we had no idea you were going to kill him.
yeah, that was...
That's true.
He could have wandered off into the sunset quite happily.
He just wanted those titles, lands and titles.
Too bad.
Yep.
Too bad. He needed them so badly. What happened at the very, very beginning? Was he already... It was... Because break was when you guys were shaking hands and you stabbed the old guy.
So at the very beginning of the episode, we were just searching for Bath.
Okay, and that was at the
then-
beginning. And then we met up with Valandril, and then
Yeah.
Quinn was tied up and stuff, right?
And then he betrayed.
Oh, wait! Weren't we in the... We were in the cart
Oh,
with
the cart
10...
with the multiple, all the different.
Yeah, there was an array of dwarves that was funny.
Yeah, the dwarves, only two were real.
Yeah, that was really cool, the illusion. And Quinn was tied up, and then she was no longer tied up.
Yeah.
And then that's when we split up, because Quinn wanted to go talk to the in-laws.
She wanted to go rip a head off.
Yes.
And we wanted to go save a little baby.
Yeah.
A little magic girl.
And if I was just to give compliments to the backstabbing nature of Valandril,
Yes.
he did a very good job of essentially sending Janitamy away so that it would just be himself and you looking for Bath.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he used your knowledge of where Bath was to be able to get to the place where she was hidden
And take her
and
to
then,
where...
without a struggle, walk her right up to the evil man that was trying to get a hold of her.
That used me real well.
Yep.
Played me like a fiddle.
You, though, you did a great job tricking everybody into thinking that you were going to switch too. I was very convinced. I literally thought you were going to betray us, and then we were all going to have a big brawl in the middle of the polar north.
I realized...
A great way
and
to
we
go,
killed each other.
guess.
Not even like a monster. We're just like, I stab you, you stab me. Oh.
It's like when I run the middle school games. They can play without killing each other every single time.
When I first started playing D&D, first thing I did was like, can I fight the other players? And they were like, yeah. I was like, I fight him. I'm like, why would you? Oh.
It's time for a brawl.
Duel. I'm always bringing back to Yu-Gi-Oh! I never even played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've made so many Yu-Gi-Oh! References.
Why do you know so much about Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's just a good meme.
I mean, it's a good meme. You're right. I have nothing to argue here.
There are no pathetic cards in my grandfather's deck.
And that's what I remember at the end.
That was great.
The end.
That was really good. And during that whole time, you were concerned about other people. You were helping. You were trying to make the world a better place. It was probably pretty chaotic to sit amongst the rubble of the wagon that had exploded.
Yeah. And
to find unconscious people lying around, to see Bath completely gone.
Yeah.
And then to see, Quentin ripping the head off of somebody. It was all pretty traumatic.
Oh my god.
Agreed.
Didn't you cut off Valandrel's head?
Yes. Real quick.
Wow.
Sometimes you just gotta make sure.
Yeah, you know?
His head starts rolling around trying to catch up to him. Guys, wait for me.
Please, I'm sorry.
It was the lance and title.
I needed them to end my arc.
Well, there was a time there where you guys were just not sure what happened because, it was chaos.
Yeah.
But over the next 12 hours, as everybody sifted through the debris and the stories and figured out exactly what had caused what, you guys realized exactly what kind of betrayal you'd faced. You realized that there was an innocent girl whose life was in danger, and you realized that you did because the king himself came to thank you profusely for saving his life. You did uncover the brutes. You did uncover the plot to murder him, and perhaps even evaded what the soothsayer had predicted, his death in a week and a half. We'll know in a few more days, because right now it's about 5 or 6 days after that. But you seem to have taken out the threat. There's a... Yeah, I don't want to make... I'm not trying to, it's not foreshadowing or anything. I'm just saying, best that you can tell, Jules is fine. Thanks to you.
So you pick up the box, make a constitution.
Go to wake.
Make a performance check. Whoa.
Go to wake up Jules. Make a medical check.
No! Oh, God.
You have it. You are treated very well. The next couple days for you might pass in a bit of a blur. For one of those days, the entire wagon was stopped. The entire wagon train was stopped, and repairs were being done. Families were patching themselves back together. Heckentorns were claiming innocence. The Bricards were absolutely incensed that this kind of a thing could happen to their beautiful, beautiful prodigal son. All of this caused an upheaval at camp. But for you guys, it was nothing like that. It was nothing but relaxing, being fed grapes,
mourning
bathing,
only a little bit,
healing, a little mourning.
A lot of it.
And you guys even spend a good amount of time with Quinn, and you find her sober, which when she has the option not to be, is a little shocking.
Yeah.
But she's also had quite a bit of chaos, and because of that, you get to hear from her that there are these opportunities for her to go now, and instead of finishing the quest that she's on, go back to her husband. And speak to him, because her in-laws have asked her to go and invite him back. They had no idea he was dead, had no idea he was hiding from an evil stepbrother, and probably even have some questions about what he's been up to for the last 5 years. So with Quinn's help, she'll be able to bring him back and have that conversation sometime in the future. For now, the entire 24-hour period after your basically spa day is spent in King Jules' wagon. And you don't feel like you're riding in a wagon or a stagecoach going across rocky, icy ground, which is what you're on. You're on icy, rocky ground. Mm-hmm. But it feels instead like you are standing inside a giant stone throne room with columns that run down the middle, doors here and there with people coming and going. It's the least wagon-like wagon you've ever ridden in.
Thanks, polar bears.
It's not even... all hail the polar bears. Let's not take away anything from them. Yeah. But it has a lot more to do with the magic enchantment on the wagon that makes it 10 times as big on the inside and gives it that throne room feel. It's near the end of this day that King Jules calls you to his throne. You saw him walk in. He walks in and out all the time, but you saw him walk in and climb up on his tall throne and take a seat. And there he took a minute to speak to his Minister of Coin, his Minister of War, and then he called you two over. And you approach?
Yeah. Sir King Jules, people of the King, sorry. Sir King Jules, sorry.
Just Jules, my friend. Just Jules. Anybody who's saved my life can do away with all the other formalities.
Mr. Jules, President, thank you. I'm so sorry. You asked to see us?
Well, yeah, you were just sitting over there in the corner and enjoying your day off after your heroics. If you've got nothing else going on, I just wanted to talk to you about some other options, some other opportunities you might be interested in.
Yeah, sure. I'm down to listen.
Okay. Well, now keep in mind, I've got a rather hefty reward waiting for you when we get to our destination. You're probably not going to need coin for a while. Well, so if you just want to sit back and enjoy yourself, you can. But if you'd like to go on this additional adventure, there's the possibility that I could increase it by a substantial amount.
But
interested.
What is a substantial amount? Precisely.
Well, that's if I remember correctly, you get pretty excited by platinum.
Oh?
Let's just say it'll jingle a lot when I hand you all the platinum that I would hand you. You're already getting a lot of platinum.
We gotta do this. Really bad.
I've got the option to give you a lot more. I'm not trying to be vague. I just don't want you to go for the money. I just want you to feel like you seem like adventurers, and this is an adventure. And
like adventure.
Yeah, I'm always down to help. I just have possibly a request. I have time. I have plenty of time, but maybe after this one, I could really use some help getting to the mainland.
Absolutely. So, how would you like to travel to the mainland?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter. You can even keep your coin, honestly.
Hold on. Instead of keeping,
I like this.
Instead of keeping her coin, could you give some of it to me? Like, you can keep most of it, but like,
I might need
a banker.
Yeah, I'm very good with finances.
Really? Since when? I had no idea.
I wasn't asking. It's just.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Very financial.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You are holding the diamond.
There were more of those. I heard about that. They lied to my face. They found diamonds.
What's this, Monolith? They did what?
They lied to my face. They got diamonds, and they only told me about one of them because they were afraid I'd steal them.
That doesn't sound like you.
Really?
Why would they make you the banker if you were so untrustworthy?
Why would they make you the banker if you're so untrustworthy?
Listen, I didn't ask that question. You guys asked that question. A silly question, you know. What's this adventure, anyways?
Well, if you're sure you're willing to go on it, I would ask that you go with a couple of other people that I would like you to travel with.
Okay.
If you're into meeting them, I'm going to call them over.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd love to meet these,
You two that are waiting in the other room, come on in.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
my
goodness. I'll have you two roll for perception.
Oh.
It'll be together with the highest one winning.
Dang, I want to roll like a 1. Like, what do you look like, eh? I can't.
Sorry. Oh, I rolled a 1.
No, you didn't. I thought that was the 1. I was like, that's not the 1.
Do you see anything? My back's turned.
I rolled an 8, but I kind of want to wish I rolled a 1.
Monolith, I don't know.
Janitamy is a little shy and keeps her eyes down when people walk in, especially new people.
Down.
Monolith has never seen anything so adorable, so he's so busy looking at her, avert her gaze. He doesn't notice the blue skin.
I'd be like, what are you doing? Look at him.
He doesn't notice the blue skin tiefling that walks in, or he does, but he just barely notices the blue horns and the skin. This male tiefling that walked in, and he probably also noticed a blue-skinned female that came in, and you might not know what kind of a being this is, but you notice some eyes that are kind of large, a little slitted from a distance. You think you see that, and you might even notice some webbing in the fingers. Definitely fish features.
What do they look like?
Why don't you just lift your head and look at him, man?
I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get this started off. My name is Monolith. This is Janitamy.
Hi,
Janitamy Woodspin.
I'm Janitamy Woodspin, and it is an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintances. I hope we work well together in a community. I'm here to help.
Starstruck. I see it all the time. It's totally fine. You're in great hands.
Start.
So you already know who I am, so I don't need to introduce myself.
Sorry. Who are you?
Okay, well that's rude. My name's Angel Williams.
Oh.
I'm kind of the greatest playwright around, so...
I don't go to plays. Those are for losers.
I've never been to a play either.
Yeah. I'm a street rat. You know, I steal things.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Callisto. And she kind of very slowly and politely.
Hey, Callisto.
Hello.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet some other blue folk around here. I have just never in my life met so many blue people.
You know what we should do? We should start a group. And we'll call it the Blue Man Group.
I'm sorry. This has happened to me before. I'm a woman.
I am as well.
Yeah, no, I know. But, like, I'm the star of the show, so it'll just be like, man.
Like,
because it's just me.
Man.
You're the group?
Okay, hold on. First of all, we just got their names. Let's get a little more detail. Second of all, why are there so many blue people? Where are my slate gray brothers? I ain't got anybody this is ridiculous.
Honestly, I'm not used to such diversity. It's usually just my dad.
We got less diverse. We lost 2 elves and we got 2 blue people.
That's great.
That makes it less diverse.
It makes it more diverse. There were 2 half elves, and now there are 2 completely different people.
Well, yeah, but they're both blue.
Okay, you got something against blue people, Monolith?
So I don't want to interrupt your conversation.
Yeah.
It's just I'm a busy king.
Of course, my bad.
So maybe I could just send you on this quest, and you could go continue this conversation out in the icy wilderness.
Yeah, no,
that way I can get back to my job.
Of course.
Yeah. I have a kingdom to rule. And
so sorry.
No, I could listen to this for 4 hours at a time, to be honest with you. But right now I'm just so busy I'd have to hit pause. Let's bring in your cargo. Bath walks in, and she is bright-eyed and so happy to see you. Monolith, you had a time to feel bad, like you had betrayed Bath, and so when you see her, you probably get a twinge of guilt, and you think there's a problem. But when she makes eye contact with you, she apparently does not share the same understanding of the situation that you do. Because she runs up and gives you a big hug, and then she sees Janitamy and gives her a big hug,
hey,
having given her all the flowers the day before and having played flower with her as well. And then she turns and she hugs the two of you as if you'd been hanging out with her for quite some time, which you had.
Oh.
You've been on this trip ever since you were rescued from two different groups that were caught in the Tempest for reasons that might come up later. You were in the polar north visiting some people at the place where the Hundarians went to attack. On the way back from retaking their lands, they salvaged a few families that were in trouble. And among them were some visitors, you. And you did not travel to those places together, but you did get saved at the exact same time. Janitamy, who, I don't know, how do you feel about music, Janitamy? Does it sing to your heart? Do you have fond memories of your family playing music? Or
my mom used to sing to me before I went to bed, but that's about it.
That's probably why you got to maybe 5 nights ago. You heard a solemn lute player. Lute?
She's the lute player. I'm the lyre player.
Oh, you made a liar.
That was awful. Thank you.
Let's pretend I did it on. So you heard the lyre being played in the distance, and you now actually have a small recollection of having seen this bard play before.
Which one? This one?
This one.
This one?
I play the lyre and she plays the lute.
Obviously, I meant Callisto.
Still gotta get those names.
I had no problems with
Callisto
the names,
and Angel.
obviously. And this is kind of funny, too. As much as Monolith seems to loathe the theater for whatever reason, he did actually stop and sneak and watch around the corner as a small group of people sat and listened as you delivered a soliloquy. You often, as I understand it, write your own plays, but sometimes you deliver some of the monologues that you write.
Yeah.
And this one had quite a crowd around you. And he went originally to find out what the noise from the crowd was, but then stuck around when he got caught in the middle of your monologue.
Well, naturally.
Yeah. He may not tell you that, but maybe you noticed
It would
at the
hurt
back
my
of it.
manly pride to admit that I like theater.
That makes sense.
I'm a tough guy. I don't cry because I heard a song that really hit me emotionally. It never happened.
Never ever.
So, whether it's lyres or lutes or monologues, you guys have run into them before and not even known it. Bath, on the other hand, has enjoyed both of you immensely. She follows you around like a groupie. On the way to the battle, there were no bards traveling, and all of a sudden, on the way back, there's entertainment, and she couldn't have been any happier. You were two of the very small number of people that knew the secret, because she had a problem keeping her image hidden from you when she was around, because she was so excited by you. And this is exactly why King Jules chose you, and he explains. This is why I chose you.
Wow.
Bath absolutely loves you guys. And at this point, you can tell that she's probably safe now. We didn't know if she'd be safe back at home. We didn't know if she would be safe with us on the
Hattie.
Slurp, slurp, thank you.
So sassy.
There's 4 hours out of the week where we don't drink water. This is them.
Uh-oh. We can't drink water.
Just, it's a dog rule.
Oh, okay,
You're
gotcha.
fine.
So yeah, you can't, but
Yeah.
we can.
Earth Genasi can drink whatever they want.
Yeah. Earth Genasi and Gingers can drink whatever.
You're just gonna become mud.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
so I'm so excited to have you guys for this. Bath has a very safe place that she can be dropped off. She's going to be left with a teacher. And in about 2 hours, we're going to reach an intersection on these icy roads. And if you take one of those roads at the intersection, we'll obviously give you some better directions. It'll take you right to this, we'll call it a camp of sorts for kids like her. Mm-hmm. When she gets there, there's somebody I'll have you speak to. And it's important that Bath be placed directly in his hands only.
All right.
Okay.
Could you possibly... Who are we delivering Bath to?
I hate that smile.
There's nothing out of the ordinary. There's a fine, he's the camp counselor.
The camp counselor?
And he goes by Antonio. He leads all of the kids at this camp. And he also teaches them, they're all special kids like Bath, and they need to be trained. Normally this kind of power doesn't come this early, but sometimes it does.
Could you I just want to make sure that Bath gets into the proper hands. Do you know what he looks like? Could you give us a description so that we don't just, like, somebody could be named Antonio and be like, give me that girl. And I'd be like, your name's Antonio, so...
Well, as you travel about 6 hours down this icy road, you'll see no other homes. You'll see no other buildings. And then, at the end of a 6-hour travel, in the distance, you'll probably see a bunch of what look like small hills. And as you get closer, you'll see that they're actually... igloos. They're like little round homes.
Oh, okay.
And when you get closer, you'll see a big sign right over the road leading right up to this.
That's right.
The sign says Camp Icy.
That's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Camp Icy, though.
If you walk into Camp Icy and you find somebody named Antonio, and he's a dwarf.
Okay.
With bright red beard, bright red mustache, and bright red hair. He's one of Dramp's triplets.
Triplets?
There's 3 of them?
What was his brother's name again? Wasn't it Mamph?
Something like that.
Stramp. That was it. Stramp and
so
Antonio?
Stramph.
He was the third one.
Oh.
Last, understand.
They had 2 names. They were like, there we go. And the third one came out and they're like, ooh.
Nothing else rhymes with Stramp or Dramph.
Bramph.
That's not a name.
I could find something.
Stramph definitely is also not a name.
Excuse me, Dramph was a person?
Yeah, but they're definitely made up, alright? Like...
Monolith's made up.
You listen here. Janitamy.
Oh, you got something against my name?
We must continue with this. Before she derails us. Is there any other information we should know about Dwarven Redhead Guy?
He'll recognize Bath by sight. They've met before.
Okay.
So as long as he recognizes her and she recognizes him, everything should be fine.
All right. Another question. I haven't lived here ever. This is one of my first times here in the north. And I know we've encountered some very jumpy critters out there that were not very friendly, and I was just wondering if you could possibly give us some insight onto some other creepy crawlers that might be out there that aren't as friendly as polar bears.
Well, there are wild ice hoppers, not the tame ones that we use for our military.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, we ran into a few of those.
Oh, well, that's about as bad as it gets. I can't imagine you'd find anything worse than that out there.
What about wild polar bears?
Are there wild polar bears? I don't want to hurt a wild polar bear. They're so cute.
You shouldn't hurt them. Absolutely not. You should run as quickly as possible. It's almost impossible to kill a polar bear. They're very strong.
How strong?
Give
me a CR level.
I know not of this CR of which you speak.
Very difficult.
If it's 1 or more, I can be a polar bear.
And if you're a polar bear,
probably about as tough as an ice hopper. They're equally tough.
Oh, well, we've
just
killed ice hoppers
in different ways. Really?
We've killed several ice hoppers.
Weren't there 4 or 2 that last time?
Let's say there's 5.
5.
There were 5.
There were 5.
I told you guys you'd be in good hands. You were worried.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people that you travel into danger with. I
hope
knew.
you guys aren't worried. We'll keep you safe. No. I'm sure you guys can have... I'm sure, like, you wouldn't be coming on this journey unless you had some special skills yourself, I'm sure.
What kind of combat expertise do you guys have?
Fighting? Or, like, I don't
Stabbing.
know.
I can talk really well.
Oh,
like really well. You're not getting it. It's like really well.
I mean,
so
I
are
have.
you gonna like talk somebody to death?
Yes.
Or maybe she'd talk them into like leaving. This is gonna be very difficult for Monolith. And
what?
have you stabbed anybody before?
I've stabbed fish.
Like swimming fish?
Like sharks?
So you're really good at hitting moving targets. I have faith in this group.
I like that. Do you have like a bow?
She reaches behind her and she pulls out her trident, and it has a large pearl in the middle, and it kind of has crustaceans kind of built onto it, and it kind of constantly just seeps water.
That is real. Does it freeze?
No, it's saltwater.
Saltwater.
What?
It has a much lower freezing
I knew
temperature.
that. I'm sorry. Science.
What is what's that?
That's real.
It's a trident.
Why is it? It looks like a really big fork. You know what? It looks like a pitchfork.
It's
Do you move hay with it? What do you move?
It's like a sea pitchfork. Imagine. I usually do seaweed.
Interesting.
Seaweed. If there's any like coral reefs, my mom owns a jewelry shop, and so I would go down into the ocean and get jewelry for her to make it.
That's real fancy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That doesn't exactly.
Are you good at
translate.
swimming?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, I don't want to be rude, but like, come on.
What are you talking about?
I hope this isn't rude, but you got fish eyes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
No, that's not rude at all.
Okay, they're obviously good
Just
at swimming.
because she looks like a fish doesn't mean she's good at swimming.
That's also true.
I don't think it really matters if we're in the middle of, ice.
Whatever, just because I look like a rock doesn't mean I'm good at climbing over things. Oh, wait, I am. Freaking.
Okay, so?
It's because you look like a
You look like a what?
meanie head.
That really hurt my feelings, Monolith. And honestly, you've just been out of this world crazy this week, and I would really appreciate it if you would just take a second and think about my feelings. We have been traveling together for so long.
Path grabs onto Callista's arm and has big scared eyes looking at the two of you argue.
I just kind of like slowly like just caress the back of her head.
All right, I apologize. It was maybe wrong of me to call you a meanie head.
I really appreciate the apology, and I forgive you in entirety. You are very kind, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Okay, I agree.
You guys
Tammy
have
hugs Monolith.
been friends for a long time.
All right,
haven't you?
okay.
I've known him for about a week,
About a week?
maybe 3. Well,
It's definitely been, it's like 3, right?
3 or 4.
3 or 4
it's
weeks.
been almost a month.
A lot
guys-
has happened.
You guys seem very close.
Oh my lord. I killed somebody in our group. Maybe I shouldn't tell that to
I don't
people.
think
Maybe you should say that.
Maybe I should,
I gotta go, y'all.
maybe I should metagame take that back. I really don't want Monolith to say that.
Well, that happened. All I'm going to say is Jules finds himself laughing. He enjoys a good situational comedy. And he invites you to begin your journey as he calls in some more of his advisors. And so as a group of robed individuals walk in, you see a couple of guards open the doors and stand and wait for the 5 of you to walk out.
Oh, can I ask something before we leave?
Yes, Janitamy.
Do you want us to walk?
That's a... No. See Stramph.
Thank you.
Thanks. I can't wait for the platinum and to finish this very important quest, of course.
I knew you were an adventurer.
That's me.
We appreciate your offer. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you for taking care of Bath. It fills my heart.
Of course.
He turns and starts talking to the cloaked people that are around him. And it's not that you're dismissed. He's just clearly a busy man. Mm-hmm. You step up to the door and you step out. And when the door opens, there's always this weird sensation of, oh my gosh, we seem to be moving. And there's the ground. And we seem to be going back and forth all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. Because up until that point, it just seems like solid rock. Mm-hmm. You get to the edge and you hop out and you stand on the actual ground for a while. And the 5 of you stand and look at each other for just a minute before Stramph himself walks up and tells you that he's the one that's going to be driving you And if you have any other questions, he's obviously been fully briefed, and he's spent a lot of time at Camp Icy.
I see.
I
see Camp Icy.
I see.
I would like to remind everybody of this slowly moving wagon train. As you stand there and it moves, it's not that it's flying past like a freight train. It's doing one of those slow train moves, the kind of you could jump on if you were a train jumper.
Mm-hmm. That'd be aggressive. Train jumper.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to spend the summer, is all I'm saying. As everything slowly moves past you and you have a chance to talk, you also have a chance to realize that you're standing next to probably the last mall you're going to see for about 12 hours. You could buy anything here. There's different families have their wagons. You can knock on doors and ask for supplies. If there's anything you don't have that you think you need, you could start by asking people or trying to find it. But I mean, I'm only putting that out there because I want you to realize it's a open world for you.
Monolith, I know last week you had a bit of a tussle and you used a lot of your healing potions. Are you okay?
I should probably get more, but like I also got these diamonds to sell off and some other gems and stuff. Like,
you're gonna sell the diamonds?
Yeah, for gold.
But it's a diamond. It's already. Never mind. I don't need to get into this. I really don't.
All
care.
right. Well,
I might be able to make something out of that if you want.
You make something out of the diamond.
Her mom's a jeweler. Jeweler.
What do you mean by make something?
Jeweler.
Make something more valuable?
Possibly.
Would he have to pay for it? Never mind. You should always pay for art.
That was a nice little metagame. Janitamy is very against choosing beggars. So when you say make something, like, will it have magical properties or?
I hope this isn't a rude question. Do any of you do magic by chance?
I do a little.
I dabble.
Wow, it's been a while since I've been able to hang out with other people who can do magic.
What kind of magic do you do?
I'm really excited that you asked that question. And I make a flower and I hand it over. I dabble in nature magic. I've been practicing since a few months ago. Yes. Oh, that's really cute. I've been getting better, so I don't know. I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to go on this adventure with you guys.
Yeah, of course.
So,
me too.
So does the jewelry have magical properties? Or?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
That's more my mom's than it is mine. I just kind of get the materials for her, and I just help her make it. So I know how to make very fine jewelry, but that's the extent.
I'm gonna hold on to that. You can help me like appraise my things so nobody gyps me out of a bad price.
Yeah, I can do that.
Are you guys
I like this.
from here? It's pretty cold. I don't know. I'm not a fan myself, but
where are you from?
You go first.
I'm more in a warmer climate. I live kind of off the coast.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. We recently moved, but I used to live closer to the coast.
Oh, sounds good.
Understand.
How about Mr. Playwright?
Angel?
I'm from the biggest city ever to exist. And I'm actually I keep this on the down low. Like, this is supposed to be known, but like it's supposed to be like royalty, but like I said no. So like they wanted me to be like honorary royalty. But, like,
wow, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, it is, and like I turned it down because I couldn't do that. Like someone else should have that.
That's really kind of you. I can tell that you put some thought into that. Wow.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Can I make an insight check on that? I don't believe that at all.
Monolith was about to do the same thing. Monolith was going to do
using my own dice against me.
Yeah, you'll do a separate one instead of combining.
Natural 20.
Wow.
A total of 26.
You can tell how much BS that is.
26 total. Yeah!
Is that your first roll on the stream?
Yep.
I'm kind of impressed, honestly. Like, I can't believe that you were able to just, roll a 20 for the first. Was it your first roll ever a 1?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm also rolling insight because Monolith has heard that story 100 times on the streets.
Thank you.
He's used that story.
You're my favorite.
It's cocked. That's such a good one. Oh, that was a good one, and it was cocked. It's the same exact one. This is blasphemy. Insight. 13.
Oh, wow. Is it -1?
No, it's +1.
Seems accurate.
Monolith is surprised.
Yeah.
He's used that same line to swindle people of their money, and here we are.
even the craziest lies can turn out to be true sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, that's really fancy. Wow, I can't believe you turned it down, too. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to be royalty.
I mean, I can. Lots of money. You don't gotta do anything. You get lots of money.
Why do you care so much about money?
What?
Why do you care so much about money?
It gets me nice stuff.
Where's all your nice stuff?
Sure.
I'm working for that. Street rats don't get born into a family.
Right? Just because I have a family doesn't mean I have money. I had to work very hard for the little coin that I was able to get.
Yeah, and I had to work twice as hard and twice as illegally.
I think that's your fault for having to work. Like, you could have gone and gotten an apprenticeship or started your own farm.
What?
Why?
That's not where the big bucks are made, all right? The big bucks are made when you come with a story like that and you say...
Absolutely. Well,
I mean...
It's not a story.
I know.
It's real.
It definitely seems genuine, which is surprising, because I've used that same one. Like, I've been up to people like, oh, I am royalty. Hello.
Do they believe you?
Some of them. Some of them are...
People will believe anything if you put enough confidence behind it.
I didn't like that. I agree with that very strong-heartedly. I've done that myself, but...
I don't know. I feel like I just have such
I got my eye on you.
hard time making such a big lie.
You had a hard time calling him Jules. I mean,
he's a king. I don't know what to do around
just call him Jules.
But he's a king. I'm not just supposed to. Whatever. It's different.
I'm gonna go sell some stuff and buy some things. All right.
Do you need health potions?
Yes, you can. You can help me make sure I get the best price. That sounds good. Anybody else? I'm gonna get some health potions. Maybe making some better swords. Huh? These swords.
I'll go for health potions.
Yeah. All right. All right.
I'll follow because I don't want to be alone.
Well, with what we've got going on right now, how about if you tell me the things that you're, as the groups that you are, tell me the things that you're hoping to find, and we'll go from there. Like, just what's your shopping list?
Mine's just kind of like basic materials for spells. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing expensive.
I'm going to say that you already had that. You knew you were going on this trip, and the two of you had about 24 hours of notice to go around and stock up that basic stuff. Is there a particular thing that maybe you had a hard time finding that you're looking for?
No, for the most part, everything is just pretty basic.
Okay.
If not, then I would try and look for rope. That's it.
Okay, easy enough. And you're with her.
Yes, I'm looking for I don't want all of these. Just like if I run across them, I'll purchase them if I have the coin. But better short swords, better crossbow, and some health potions.
And your short sword and your crossbow are currently just short swords and crossbows.
Just short sword, crossbow, light.
And what was the last thing that you said after crossbow?
After crossbow was health potions.
Oh, yes. I don't want to get completely hung up on playing with our inventories, but did you guys... You looted a body?
Oh my god. Yeah, but like politely.
Yeah, you politely looted your friend's body.
I actually think that Quinn looted most of the things. Like, Monolith didn't get anything, at least.
Okay.
I didn't touch his body.
Fair enough. Then you have what you have. And
Quinn left with all those potions and all that gold.
Grenades.
All the
gunpowder.
All the arrows. I can't use the arrows. Never mind. I have a crossbow.
Hard, though. All right.
Well, that stuff might still be here because she transported out of the brickered wagon I can't even begin to describe the complexity of a portal in a moving vehicle, but they're the Brickards. They can do almost anything. And they were able to send her back to her husband, and probably not with everything that was taken. I'm not saying you should go get the stuff. I just mean I think she probably gathered it up and then rehomed it rather than took it with her.
Yeah.
I'm hearing what you want, and health potions are still a necessity, so that takes us to Angel and Janitamy. Are you two traveling together looking for supplies? Or is there anything you need?
Wanted to possibly see if I can acquire a painter's kit. Painter's supplies.
All right. Is that it? Angel?
Okay. Health potions. I think it's just the only thing I think I'm really looking for. Maybe a better weapon if I maybe.
Oh, and
what would be an upgrade for you?
I only have a. How do you say this? Hey, D&D dude, how do you say this? Rapier. I only have that right now, which is 1d8 damage. So something better than that.
That's a good one. You'll probably want a second light weapon so you can hold two.
Sure.
Rapier and a dagger, rapier and a short sword.
Short sword. Sounds good.
The short sword light? Yeah. Beautiful.
Can I also look for a dagger? Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Maybe a scimitar. Or you get 2 sickles.
I have.
That'd be cool.
It's more like it.
Yeah, you're good.
I think she's more into the motion rather than
Have you ever seen somebody fight with a sickle before? Because it's disgusting.
It's insane.
It hurts my being physically.
Did you watch a live leak video?
Yes. I watched multiple videos on multiple weapons.
A what?
Live leak.
No.
Sickle fighting.
What's sickle?
It's like a
stick, and then
it looks like a question mark.
Yes.
Look it up.
It's a hook.
But you can't ask questions after you get
sickle first, questions later. And when the sickle comes first, there ain't no questions for later.
They're used for farming.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
like a
Scythe.
Yeah. Very similar.
But small.
Yeah. So
Small scythe.
closer hay cutting.
Okay.
We can now have a montage of 4 different times on the stream where we've had that exact same conversation, the sickle scythe conversation.
Really?
Yes.
So now we got to go and montage those together. I'm so excited. 3's on a montage. 4's on a montage.
4's a montage.
I didn't know that.
Let's just wait until next week, and then we'll get 5.
I was the one last time who was getting it mixed up. I was trying to call a scythe a sickle and a sickle a scythe.
Oh, that's really cool. And we got
it's hammer sickle on the Russian flag if you're ever trying to keep them straight. That's what I use for my mnemonic device.
Yep.
Or visual, I guess.
Hey, what are you talking about over there? Huh?
Don't worry about it. Spoilers for the stream.
Okay.
Streamers? Stream watchers.
Audience.
Streamies.
Awards.
Our friends.
Pals.
Thank
Friends.
This little portion together is going to be basically just random number generating to see what you find. You're not going to be running into too many people because you're about to leave this column and head out together with strength. So let's just have the 2 of you roll for investigation together, and we'll take the highest on your trip. And you're looking together for each other.
Oh, I'm rolling?
Yeah, you roll 2, and then
you
whoever's
take
got the highest.
It's like advantage.
What did you get? Do I add any bonuses?
Yeah,
Oh,
just any for investigation.
Okay, yes. I don't have a bonus. I have a negative for investigation.
I do too.
What's your
Wow.
intelligence?
8.
Yeah! BFFs forever! I mean, until we forget.
Who are you?
She's wise, but she is smart. She can book smart.
I love
What's 2 plus 2?
Street
Opportunity. That's the wisdom.
Oof, what did you get?
I got a 7 minus 1.
If I said I got a 7 minus 1, how How many times do we need to cleanse this room of demons?
I would just say that you guys were meant to be together.
Guys, I gotta go. I
You
gotta
guys
call my
both have the
pastor.
same intelligence. You both just like walk around like, I can't.
Is the other short sword over here? And they're like, this is the chef's card.
These are kitchen
Yes.
Rock man and a fish lady here looking for stuff. No, we don't have anything.
Who are you?
I'm just looking for rope.
We are the strangest gaggle of people.
Tiefling.
You don't. It's an unfortunate set of searches, and I would say it's about a whole hour. You guys said, "Hey, let's just do this real quick. Maybe spend 15 or 20 minutes." It takes an hour. You find
that's me in real life.
You find no rope at all. You find countless short swords that are either exactly as good as yours or worse. You find a crossbow that you think, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can't believe I get this crossbow. And then the owner came and said he wouldn't part with it. So you don't get the crossbow either. And what was the last thing? Oh, the last heartbreaker. You get no help potion.
You guys better roll better.
Not for lack of trying. You probably knocked on 9 different wagons. You had one conversation went on for 12 minutes.
Wow.
The little old lady would not let you go. But
thank
eventually,
you, but I understand. No, but like I gotta. Okay, no, I got. We gotta. Help me out here.
Take some candy.
What are we gonna do?
Take some candy.
No. Okay. Thank you. I gotta go. I gotta leave.
You grab it and all the candy's attached. It's like,
okay. All right.
I'll try and break part of it off with that and put it in a little pocket.
That's a good idea. I definitely just eat it, and then I'll see him give it to Bath. I'm like, that's a good idea.
I should have.
Dang it!
All right, so the two of you, you saved that for Bath for later because Bath is with the two of you, right? Yeah. So you two spend your hour. You guys are. We don't know how you did yet, so it's also an investigation. You're investigating all through camp, knocking on doors.
Dang, I'm so mad that we both rolled the same thing.
What's it plus?
I'm glad we both get a negative too.
I have a -1 as well, but I have a 9 intelligence. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow, you're so much
my
better
number is
farm roll.
1.
Got it.
Not natural, just a 1.
Good to know.
Dirty
Yep.
one.
Mm-hmm. 12. Bitchin'.
Look at the big roller. Blowing everybody out of the water.
We are one smart crew.
Oh man.
She's a +1.
Oh no.
So this investigation solely relies on how good we roll.
Investigation.
Like, especially for us negatives, like we have to roll so good.
This actually fits pretty well with the narrative because you guys aren't in a city with established shopkeepers. You're like going around trying to bum materials off people, and they'd all be willing to give them to you. You're just not coming across the people that have this stuff. The last thing in the world that you're going to come across right now are painting supplies. I don't know what you've done, but every painting supply package is nowhere to be found. One person even said, "Yeah, I've got one right." Whoa, gone.
Oh,
no painting. So I mean, keep your eye out. Maybe maybe somewhere else.
You're right.
But not here. You found.
Kidding. I'm sorry.
You found absolutely nothing either. I know.
Wow.
I know. That is what you rolled. And as good as your searching was, maybe it's because you were walking around with somebody that did so poorly, you weren't able to find anything at all. But when the two of you and Bath walk back to where you guys said you were going to meet next to one of the wagons behind the royal wagon, you see Monolith, and he's holding like 4 short swords, and he's like comparing them. He's got his short swords, and he's trying to find something just a little bit better, and he's not one of them. This one's a little shorter. This one has rust on it.
That one has a chip in it too.
I thought this was going to be the one. The chip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end, he just puts 2 of them down, and if he was at a place that wasn't moving, he'd probably set it on a table. But there's one of the places where you step up the step.
Wow.
And as it's slowly passing by, I don't want to use the big vocab on you. He places the two that he doesn't want, kind of in an angry huff. He tosses them on the step as it's going by. And you see that happen.
Piece of junk.
You can do whatever you like.
Bath a flower crown while we were walking. I was so distracted making the flower crown. It's on our head.
Hello, Bath. I'll give it a little piece of candy.
Oh, candy! This stuff's hard. Oh.
What's wrong?
Did it come from Miss Johnson? She's got that big ball of candy?
Yeah.
She always... Thank you. she pretends to put it in her mouth and puts it in her pocket.
Do I definitely notice that?
Yeah, she's a kid.
Monolith is now...
You're probably touched because she's trying to hide it, and it's sweet and endearing.
And let it go.
Next time, spankings though. Do you do anything when you see him toss the two short swords on the step as it goes by?
Yeah, I want to go over and see how good and or bad they are. Like,
they both look very, very good. They look almost as good as the two that he's carrying around, which look really good.
Mine are better.
As far as the way they operate, no difference at all. It comes down to like personal taste sometimes. Maybe the grip on one, on another.
Where the weight is.
I take one of them.
Okay.
I take the fanciest looking one.
How tall are you guys?
My eyes aren't so good.
I am 5'1".
You're so itty.
That's what I am in real life.
What a tiny little person you are. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, so cute. Oh, you're so cute. That's so cute.
I'm 5'8".
5'8". All right, great. How tall are
We
you?
finally got some people in here that are under 6.
Yeah.
He was the only under 6 one before.
Yeah.
And now you're the only over 6 one.
Hey, look at my under 6 foot brothers.
6'10". I'm literally like 2 feet above everybody.
Yep.
Well, look at you got blue club, you got short club.
Well, we got like average height club, and then very short club.
Cute club. Pat pat.
She takes it. She enjoys it. Okay.
How tall is Bath versus?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Beth's a short little 3.5 foot tall.
Oh, because she's dwarf.
She's a dwarf and a child.
Child dwarf.
Well, it depends. You can have the tallest dwarf looks almost like a short human.
Okay.
Some of the tallest dwarves look like a short human.
Cool.
That's we got a good little. I like the height range now. It's much closer to my level.
Who did you have before?
Oh, the other two, who are both still alive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe that.
They're definitely both still alive.
Why are you saying it like that?
They were like 6+,
Yeah, they were about maybe
very
a little
tall.
bit shorter than me.
Both half elves as well. Yeah.
Those are tall half elves.
Huh?
Those are tall half elves.
Yeah.
Right? Very tall.
Yeah.
Well,
one's a fighter and one was a ranger. It's
good with bows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss that. We got ranged, far away hits.
Do you guys fight a lot?
More in the past month than I have ever in my entire life.
Yeah,
probably.
Same. Lots of fighting.
A lot of.
I could do with more. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Do more?
Honestly, it's a lot of fun.
I mean, it is. I'm not gonna lie. It is fun, but I'm also absolutely terrified that I'm gonna die.
I don't even think about that. I did think about it when I got shot with the arrow.
Oh my god!
I felt very much like this is it.
Who shot you?
It was actually
no. Don't worry. One of the guards. One of the guards.
Can I roll something to try and I guess I'd have to talk, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Remember when I said my thing was talking?
Yeah. Good character choice.
So both of those people are alive now?
Yes.
Well, you lied.
No,
right?
I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Roll for insight.
Can I roll for deception or anything? Or
that is a 19.
Am I rolling?
Yes.
You would have to get a 20. You would have to get a nat 20 to defeat this.
Am I rolling?
I got a 22.
Do I roll anything?
What's your modifier for deception?
Mine for deception?
It's a D. It's an alphabetical order, bro.
+3.
There's a chance. Yeah,
there is
roll that die.
Get a 20, dude.
Ooh, boy.
You have to get a 19 or 20. If you get any lower, yeah.
I have to get a 19 or 20.
Welcome to having 2 bards on your team.
I can't lie to you bastards.
With bonuses of +6 through +11.
Wow.
I should have spec'd into deception.
Oh no!
18. Gotta be kidding me. So I fooled you.
No, 22.
Yeah, but oh wait, you get the higher. I thought it was like separate.
Either way.
Damn.
I got a 20 though.
But I have a +3.
So it's 21. So
it'd
you
be
don't
21.
know, but you know.
That sort of a thing.
I think.
So, without having to whisper it, you have a feeling that maybe one of them is dead. I mean, that's pretty specific on your insight, but you rolled really well. You're not sure. Seems like hard to tell with this guy.
He's a rock.
Hard to tell with this guy.
I got stone face. I'm very good at playing poker.
Yeah. Poker.
That's what I said, poker.
Saying the same thing, poker.
Yeah, I agree. We're on the same page. Okay. Anyways, everybody is well and good. I got shot by a guard. There was a fight between the families.
So, what are you doing here?
Here? Specifically here?
To protect the jewels.
We're helping Bath out here right now.
Well, yes, no, but why did we get here?
Oh, right. Totally jewels. Help him.
Sebastian sent us.
Do you know Sebastian, the magician man? Did he take your blood?
He helped and stop the world from ending.
Yeah.
Which we definitely didn't start.
These are crazy people.
I
think the king sent us on a mission.
I wouldn't
with
say
crazy people.
We helped and stop the end of the world.
Yeah. Weren't you guys affected by the big storm that's
You hear about the big
around,
storm that killed a lot of people? A decent amount of people. A
just a few.
I mean, most of the time I live underwater, so...
Interesting.
Well, it still would have affected you. It was a storm.
Right?
And it was going to spread like the size of a
Do you remember
continent.
that affecting ticket sales? Yeah.
Interesting.
Ticket sales?
Yeah, ticket sales.
All right.
For my
How much do you get in
that.
ticket sales?
Why do you need to know?
Just
He's got a
curious.
thing with money.
I like money.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't tell him. He's got sticky fingers.
Excuse me.
I'm not talking about
I
you.
can hear you.
I'm literally whispering. You can't hear anything.
I can definitely hear
I don't
you.
think so.
I cast the cantrip message and which is secret message to her, and I'm like, thanks for the inside information.
When you guys cast it, do you just
Is
it just like a
I
stare?
think when you cast it, you pull out a piece of copper wire and you
do some hand
hold it up, and
movements.
something happens
You see that
with the
little
copper
V?
wire.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It means verbal.
Oh.
I verbally have to say I'm doing it?
No, he
Verbally have to
to
say
do the spell.
a spell, guys.
Everybody, I'm casting fireball on him. You're getting hit with a fireball. Get ready. Oh, he dodged it. Why'd you do that? Why'd you dodge it?
Hey, can you actually stay still, please?
Can we
I'm
retcon that
casting
real
a
quick?
spell. Let's
Stop
try it.
dodging.
Okay, again, but with feeling.
So, does that mean that you have to say the message?
Yeah, you have
I
to
figured.
say something to activate the message.
You can whisper in your hands to where they can't hear it. You know what I mean? But
You have to
there's
be
a
Is it
verbal.
So it's like a keyword I gotta come up with or something?
Kinda, if you want to.
You have
Because
to,
to cast a spell, you can have materials, or you have to do hand movements, or you have to say something that like Alakazam, you know?
But can it be just...
VSM, verbal,
Somatic.
and material.
I don't
Verbal.
know. don't know if this is right with message, but I'm pretty sure you have to speak the message.
Yes, that's my interpretation of the V on message is that the verbal component is you speaking the message.
And then it gets like teleported.
But you can't, that doesn't mean you have to bellow the message. It just means it has to be auditory somewhere.
It's like, imagine like the little bubbles in SpongeBob where they like say the message and blow the bubble and then it goes over to like Patrick and then he pops the bubble and it's the message.
Yeah!
It's that.
Yeah! That's a great example. That's spot on.
Thank you.
I would love to have message and then like do the Squidward thing.
The little bubble.
Squidward like grab the message and then send a different one.
Yeah! Oh my god.
SpongeBob, what a great show. Hopefully don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, but the real trouble is going to be when we start that YouTube channel where we take SpongeBob videos and explain all of D&D using SpongeBob.
Oh my god, that was a brilliant idea.
Precisely. That's where we're going to make all our money.
Let's just shut this down and go get started on
that. Thank you guys. We're not making any more episodes. It's a SpongeBob D&D stream now.
Donate for the children, please.
Donate for SpongeBob.
And Patrick. Let's see. Right behind you guys, you hear a really sharp whistle. And you turn around. You've been walking very slowly this whole time, kind of keeping up with the different wagons that you've been next to. And behind you, you turn around, and pretty close to you, you see a couple of giant polar bear faces. And just on the other side of that, some giant polar bear butts, because they're kind of angled like little wedges. And then behind that, you see a giant wagon. And through that, and the wagon is that same kind you've been seeing where the reins come out of the front of the wagon where there's a small little square. Mm-hmm. And the reins come through that. And through that small little square, you think you might see a flash of red. And then you see a door open. And now you see Stramph. And Stramph is asking you to get in the wagon.
Stramph, it's so good to see you.
Absolutely.
And you, Janitamy. It's nice to be here and not have it be so sad.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling a little better. I'm sorry.
Every day's a little better. Some even better than others.
Are you excited to go see your brother?
Very much. I'm glad that he's heard the news. I didn't want to have to tell him face to face, but I just want to hug my brother. So yeah, I'm excited about this trip.
I know it can be hard. I really appreciate you taking us. I pat him on the shoulder. I lean down and pat him on the shoulder.
He thanks you.
Get on board.
Yeah, sorry about that. Definitely not fun. Pat him on the shoulder. And get in.
I help Beth in. Do you need help with anything before we leave?
Nope, got everything squared away. I'm just going to climb up on my cocoon and we're going to get out of here.
Okay. Hop in.
Does this ride come with like a meal?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Any meals that you packed, you can have.
But it's like not provided?
Well, I'll be driving, not cooking.
Yeah, but there's not someone on board.
Listen,
there's one person we're waiting for.
She can make food. Get in. We gotta go.
I've got some bread. Do you want some bread? You know what? I might have some cheese in my bag too. Let me check.
We do have to go.
Alright, I get on board, but like hesitantly.
Reluctantly.
I have some honey roasted peanuts if you'd like.
Okay.
I only have 3.
A honey roasted peanuts?
3?
They were in my
box. Oh, is that some lint?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good source of fiber. You should eat that.
I go over and I'm like, hand them to you. I'm like, no thanks.
Thank you.
I'm actually almost out of food. We should probably stop and get to the camp.
We were just at a point. Why didn't you get food?
No. I have enough to last us for this trip.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
I'm just letting you know.
I gotta work with the fish lady and get my diamond extra value.
Her name is Callisto.
Yeah, I forgot.
You could be nice, okay?
That wasn't mean. I just forgot.
Door slams. Boom! Stramph is the one who pulled it closed, and you see him scurry, and it is a scurry. You see him scurry up the side of the wall and into his cocoon. You see him wrap it all around himself to where he doesn't even notice that he's... you don't notice any part of him sticking out, but you do see the 2 reins begin to move independently, indicating that somebody's in there holding them. And suddenly, only because you can see through a few small holes in the wagon starts to move. It's that very steady ride that you've become used to. This one not due to the magic as much as due to the awesome polar bears.
Polar bears.
Right? Good polar bears. At this point, Stramph threads his way through the column, which takes a little bit of time, and then he follows along by their side. And then you guys follow along with the column, now riding in comfort for probably about 20 minutes before you get to the intersection that King Jules had told you about. And when you reach that intersection, it's as clear as a T. It's as clear as a straight intersection with 90-degree angles. And you guys go off to the right with relation to the direction that you're going right now. In the polar north, it's hard to give cardinal directions as much. But you head off to the right, and you begin a 6-hour journey down an icy road that is, as you've been told, desolate and empty with no dangers at all.
No dangers at all.
Nope. And for the first hour, you guys can go ahead and have your conversations that you were in the middle of having. And in a few moments, we'll roll for our first 2-hour encounter. You'll be rolling 3 encounter rolls on this trip. But for now, have a nice conversation. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeehaw.
Wow, that's offensive. I've never been on a cart that's been pulled by polar bears. Like, bulls, maybe. I've even had, cows. But polar bear? I don't know. Just seems interesting to me. Yeah, right? New.
Yes.
You're just on a cart.
No, I mean, obviously, I'm trying to spark conversation.
Oh, yes. No, I have never done it either.
Polar bears.
Polar bears are great. You guys ever pet a polar bear?
You guys
have you pet a polar bear?
Yeah, I think. Did Monolith pet a polar bear?
Didn't you just say you have never done this before?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we have done this before. We did it.
We've been here for about a week, but just as topic.
It's like a conversation starter. Like it's not normal. We're brand new to this, so it's like, we've never done it.
You guys aren't from here necessarily either.
No, I'm from underwater. I don't deal with.
Do you have carts? I don't know if that's a weird question.
No, we kind of just, for the most part, we just ride dolphins of sorts.
You ride dolphins?
That's actually really interesting. What is a dolphin?
Ooh, you don't know what a dolphin is?
No.
A dolphin is a sea creature, absolutely beautiful. They're more of his skin tone, a very light gray, with a lighter gray underbelly, and they kind of spew out a little bit of water on their head. They're really cute. They're so cute.
Wow, that is so cute.
Yeah,
I've never seen the ocean before.
Can you breathe underwater?
Can you?
Yes. I live underwater.
Come on.
No, you're right. No, I see that one. I get that one. I understand.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I can swim just fine, but I've only swam in lakes and maybe a river or two. But the ocean, isn't it salty? I hear your eyes kind of hurt.
I mean, yeah. For some people, it definitely does hurt their eyes, and they can't really stay underwater for too long. But I mean. It happens, but that's why I live down there and deal with all the fish and whatnot there.
That is so cool. And you ride these animals?
Yeah. I mean, for longer periods of time. If it was a long way away,
a land horse.
Yes.
But for the water.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Isn't there already a creature called a seahorse?
Yes, but those are very small.
Is there such thing as a seahorse?
I read a picture book once about sea animals.
I'll do a minor illusion and show you a little seahorse.
That is possibly the cutest / creepiest thing I've ever seen.
That doesn't look like a horse at all.
What is going on? You know what? You're right. Is it okay? Where are its legs? How does it run?
It swims. It's in the water.
You want to hear something crazy
undulates.
about them?
Okay.
The male seahorses, they are the ones who get pregnant.
That is true.
Well, what in the entire world?
I disapprove of seahorses. I don't like that.
They're definitely different. Interesting. That's all I've got to say.
That's also actual size. They are very small.
Wow.
Oh, you don't have any really good ones?
How big is a dolphin?
Dire?
I mean, you're pretty tiny, so
I'll show a picture of a dolphin. They're about as big as I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
I've seen a pink dolphin before.
Are there like dire dolphins? You got like really big dolphins?
You got dire dolphins?
No.
You got dire seahorses?
Do you use dire to describe any of your sea creatures?
The ones I make friends with, no.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh,
they are very kind, though.
Gotcha. You don't mess around with the mean ones?
Are there mean?
No. Yes, plenty.
Wow.
In the picture book I read, there were like sharp teeth.
Yeah, a lot of my ancestors had to deal with that kind of sea creature.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I've learned so much today. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a great journey.
Hey, I mean, if you ever want to know anything, don't be afraid to ask.
Wow.
We learned all about sea creatures. What about you, huh?
What?
What do you got to teach us? You got sea creature knowledge or like...
I mean, he's from the city. You got any, I don't know, city knowledge?
You want to learn how to write plays? Just kidding, I don't need any competition. Not that it would be, but...
Wow.
All right. Showboat over here, I see. So, what plays have you written about?
Anything
all of them ever that existed?
I feel like I'm going to say true. I don't believe that, only because that's not true.
I lived in the city, all right? I'm not your city.
How old are you?
Super big, but...
You can't, if you wrote every play ever, you'd have to be as old as this planet that we are on.
Well, you caught me in my web of lies. You did it.
Look at that lion buddy.
Lion buddy?
Because
why are you lying?
What? What did you
when did you lie?
Don't worry about it.
He's also prone to lying.
But only like really important. Like I wouldn't just lie to your face about. Okay, I might. But only if it's like really important.
You're only digging yourself a grave.
You kind of just did a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not. I don't mean to like call you out or anything, but
I do. What'd you lie about?
It was nothing. It was nothing.
I might have lied about how many diamonds I have.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew about that.
Okay, those don't. Okay, I do only have one diamond, but I got other little crystals from the grasshoppers. Ice hoppers. If you kill an ice hopper, you bust open his chest. They got little like diamond things in them. But you gotta be very careful, else they all shatter. She. Oh my lord.
You know what?
No. You fought the biggest ice hopper. You opened up the biggest ice hopper, and then you disregarded all the information about doing it carefully, and you shattered all the biggest.
I thought it was going to be like a pig. I thought it was going to be like the same, like...
Your pigs have crystal blood.
No, but they have normal hearts that you're allowed to eat. I don't know what you're going for.
Oh my god. Anyways.
You eat hearts?
I mean, you gotta eat every part of the animal. They can't go to waste. There's only so much.
You eat the heart?
My mama makes a beautiful pig heart soup. Thank you.
I mean, you could just not eat the animal, anyways.
But I mean, there's.
Do we got a sea vegan?
I can't.
I'm on a strict seaweed right now.
I love me a good pork chop, but I don't think I would. If someone gave me like, oh, here's pig heart stew, I'd be like.
Would you try though? Like, I mean, it's right in front of you.
I'd be hard pressed.
It's almost like you're saying that you wouldn't eat a cow brain.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't eat a cow brain?
Why would I eat a cow brain?
The cow brain is the best part of the cow. Steaks are completely underrated compared to the juicy, delightful brain that they have up in their noggin.
What are you? What is this right now?
Have you guys ever eaten seaweed?
No!
I've never been to the ocean.
It's actually really, really good. A lot of people think it's like really weird and slimy, but it's really good.
I've eaten lettuce.
It's like a sea version of lettuce.
Okay.
Lettuce is okay. You know, green.
Yeah. No, it is green.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about green food. Why does it look like that?
Having identified the colors of plants, we're going to have one of you roll because outside something may or may not be happening. And we'll each let you guys do a turn. D6, you're 1 through 3.
Hold their shoes.
That's a 2. You get to roll the first encounter. So it's a D20 and it's really just to randomize what happens.
11.
Nothing of note. Beautiful weather.
Oh, wow.
You don't even notice the beautiful weather because you guys are inside and you continue your conversation. And when the next block of time goes by, we'll roll again.
You guys are also noticing that I am wearing less than you guys are.
Uh-oh.
No.
What's your charisma?
20.
Oh, no.
That's pretty meta, bro.
No, but, like, that's important. Because, like, if you got 20 charisma, it generally affects how you look. Right? Can you have 20
Some
charisma?
players do that.
I've heard. That's what I was taught.
That's
Maybe not.
No, some people do that rule. I'm not against it.
Does that rule apply here? Does having high charisma equal good bone structure?
Oh, like you're hot or not?
Yeah, hot or not.
Honestly,
like
that is such
say.
a subjective thing, and there's really no way to have a category of hot or not hot.
Beauty is.
But if you had high charisma, you'd be beautiful to several different people.
It's
for
just
several
because
different reasons.
it's like when you see somebody and they're cute and then they talk and you're like, damn, you're hot, because their personality is so great.
That's precisely
right.
what charisma is. Charisma is the energy that makes it so it doesn't matter what the rest of you looks like. Now, you can be beautiful and charismatic, but
You can also be ugly.
I gotta work it out. I gotta work it out. I gotta know
if she's hot or not.
Yeah.
Well, then
This is this is Monolith's first encounter in this campaign with a possibly attractive woman. Oops.
You keep calling her a fish woman with fish eyes.
But it's possibly attractive. That's why I said possibly.
Okay.
High charisma, high.
Monolith with a scaly.
Yeah, that's.
No.
What'd you say?
What do you got against fish people, huh?
Dating them. That's what she's got against them.
God.
Anyways.
Wow.
Monolith probably isn't too into fish people. This is his first fish person encounter.
You are a rock person.
You're really into scaly things, dragons, fish.
Oh, damn, I did it.
Whoa.
Ooh, shit, I did.
to be fair, Balazar had beautiful golden skin, not scales.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And my skin is like
He's
a
a half
blue
dragon.
with like a white on the front and underneath.
Mifa.
And the blue in the
blue.
sunlight, when you change it, it like changes to like a green hue.
That's
and
hot.
like
You're
reflects
right.
green.
Mifa.
Do you have
but blue.
Do you have the head?
No.
It's a normal head.
I do have a lot of
Except
jewelry,
probably-
and I have a little necklace
Mifa's
with
like-
a pearlescent pattern. It's in the shape of a heart.
Cute.
I have a lot of bracelets.
But like
I have a couple
this.
earrings that that connect
blue.
with a chain
Cool.
to nose rings.
Oh, you got nose rings?
Nose rings. I have
Oh,
a
you
scepter
got a
piercing that
goldfish.
connects to an earring. And then I have multiple earrings all the way up.
Are they
A
like
lot of
dainty or are
bracelets.
they like
Emo
gold
fish.
or silver?
Elegant, more
Cyber gold.
silver.
Yeah.
All silver.
Hot. Okay. And you're
and
blue.
then all of them have like a pearlescent pattern in the gem part.
Kind of like that.
Think more of the fish lady from Monster Prom.
Who?
I can't remember her name, but she's pink.
Monster
Imagine that
Prom?
with blue.
What's your hair look like?
Long green, thick hair. It's mostly the color green that it shimmers off of, if that makes sense. Yes. More like that.
Yes.
Okay.
But blue.
But
I can
blue.
remember Monster High dolls.
No.
Oh my
Hold
god.
on.
Yes.
Let
I
me
do
find
remember
them.
that.
But yeah,
didn't like
a lot of jewelry, very light clothing, a lot of the jewels inside the bracelets and arm pieces and necklaces and whatever.
There's a lot of
is
detail
a
Monolith
pearl.
is not going to remember.
She's
but
got
yeah.
a lot of expensive
She's gone.
looking jewelry.
The main thing is the septum piercing that connects to the earrings and the little heart-shaped necklace that she has.
Mmm.
Cool. What were we talking
Okay.
about? Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, though I said I wouldn't, that was so valuable. Angel, could you tell us what the two new people are going to notice about you when they've sat with you in a wagon for about 2 hours?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
Talked about hot or not
Blue.
D&D edition.
really long, like blonde hair, and also has earrings.
You want to show them a picture?
I do have a picture. I think
we can put it on our Instagram.
Yeah, I'll put it on the Instagram.
We'll put it on the Instagram.
Put it on the Instagram.
Put it on the
That's me.
Instagram.
I'm the Instagram. So
What does it look like until we get to the Instagram? What are we seeing?
Yeah, do that.
At Campfire Quest. At
Twitch.
Campfire Quest. Twitch, Instagram,
At-
Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
And YouTube.
And
It's actually all right below the thing.
like this. Oh, I can't.
Did you draw that?
No, I did. Oh, credit to the artist Amanda Conway.
Is that your
Good.
room?
Queen. Love her.
Roommate.
Would die for her. I owe her so much.
I owe her
so
my life.
kind of like not flamboyant. What's the word I'm looking for?
Flashy?
Flashy. Like, I think he
Flashy.
just tries to look as flashy as possible and, like, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
head movement explained it perfectly.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Excuse me? Can I speak to your manager?
Do you both have backpacks, or is it like a purse? I don't really know
I
how
have
that
a
works.
fanny pack.
I really hope that's canon.
That is absolutely
No, it is.
canon. I made a little miniature thing, and I gave him a fanny pack.
That's beautiful.
He deserves a fanny.
He does deserve a fanny pack.
Do you wear it on the front, back, or side?
Like, side, like right here.
Nice.
Oh, I have like a little satchel, and it's all like it's made out of like dried seaweed. And then on the other side, I forgot to mention this. Besides my lyre, I have like a little conch shell.
What is a liar?
Like that big. It's one of those things that's shaped like a U, and then
Oh,
it
like
has
the-
like 4 or 5 strings.
Okay. It's like a heart, but not really.
Yes.
That is not how I spelt it in my notes.
Why? L-Y-R.
Okay, well, I spelt it like a liar.
L-I-A-R?
Yeah, I did, yes.
Musical
L-I-A-R.
liar.
Okay, great, awesome. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you have troubles with my name a lot, just call me Casey.
It's really cute.
Casey.
Nice there. No?
Unless, I mean, I was just nodding to myself.
Oh?
Oh, both puppies are...
Oh?
Oh.
What's happening?
Something is outside.
Did those kids put up a lemonade stand again?
It's a cat.
Oh, okay.
Outside.
Okay.
That's it? What's up?
Well, time flies when you're having fun. The wagon's been trucking along, and you guys are now almost halfway there. It's been about 3 hours. Dramp hasn't pulled over. He hasn't asked if you needed anything. He's just been steadfastly leading those polar bears down a long, straight road. So I guess we're going to have Angel himself roll now and find out what our next encounter is going to be.
You got it.
8. Oh, wait, I don't have anything.
No, there's
right?
nothing
No,
here.
8.
It's just a random answer.
Ooh, you picked the worst one, child. The gods
died today.
themselves come down to kill you.
But only you. The rest of us live.
Yes.
Roll a new character.
They come to end the world.
This is horribly boring, but I mean, I'm not going to make up lies. Nothing of note. Fine weather.
Wow. Beautiful.
Okay.
Delightful.
Continued conversation.
There's one roll left. We gotta both roll it. But when that happens.
Okay.
Nothing's happening.
Okay, cool.
Great.
I think I'm gonna get out my pan flute and start playing it. And it's the most beautiful thing any of you have ever heard. I
Roll
don't
for
care if
performance.
it's- Okay!
Is it the
I'll
most
join
beautiful thing?
Oh, it's a duet? Yeah,
I'm a
okay.
liar.
Lyre,
Yeah,
lyre and pan flute.
Was that a pun or were you just saying it? I can't tell anymore.
6. Oh, this is big boy math. 14.
Oh, okay.
10.
Great.
Pretty average.
Keeping in mind that 10 is absolute human average, or, human or not average.
Fish average.
It's
Hard to play a string instrument underwater.
hard to play when you're constantly getting.
No, there's no movement.
No,
Yeah,
there's
feel it.
movement. It is canon. I said it, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
real.
Ooh, you trying to override the DM? Ooh, let's. Ooh.
Fight.
It's not a fight. He's just like, get out.
I would say when you grow up under the water that you're attuned to a movement that land dwellers might not be attuned to. That's
Like when
entirely
you're on a
possible.
cruise for a while, and then you go on land, and you're like,
Whoa!
I haven't been on a cruise.
I've been on a cruise
when you're on a
before.
boat. Sorry, I just used a big boat reference. Sailboat.
I don't know. Very.
Rowboat,
What do you want?
canoe, kayak. What else do you want?
Something that's in the water.
I love kayaks.
kayaking is
We should
so
go
fun.
kayaking.
Yes.
Why have we?
We should make these
Anyways,
plans after the stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Your call.
Okay, then let's look at our calendars.
It is important to put things in a calendar immediately if you want them to happen.
Yes.
Make plans, put them in a calendar. That's how you do stuff with your friends.
That's how you
Yes.
make friends.
Make sure your flake ass friends don't show up because they aren't going to look at a calendar.
Anyways.
With with the rolls that you've had for these encounters, I would just throw out, in case you're wondering how it works, they are scaled. A 20 does yield benefits, and a 1 does yield blood of some sort. And you guys have rolled just dancing around the dead center, which is nothing, right in between good and bad. So that's just where you've been up until now. Let's go ahead and roll that third as we're entering in.
How are we going to do this?
No, like right here. Okay, yeah. And then we get the final roll. Okay,
ready?
3, 2, 1.
Which one was it?
Oh, damn it.
You have 2 metal D20 that look the same?
They're identical.
They're the same dice.
We either got an 18 or a 14.
Here, let's do this one.
Yeah, it's different.
It's white. It's a magic gathering dice.
Okay. Let's put it in here too, just in case.
Ready?
Okay, ready.
1,
2, 3.
Oh, it's worse. Can we go with our original roll?
Nope. It was either an 18 or a 14, but we got a 6.
That sounds more fun.
Yeah, this is my kind of fun. I'm very excited to have rolled less than what the original rolled. I was like, we're going to run into more health potions.
Or more grenades. Hello? You can never have too many grenades.
I want to stab something.
Okay, I want to blow something up, but I need the material. I actually don't. I have a lot of grenades.
I have grenades. I have 6 grenades still.
How many grenades do I have? Oh, you used 1?
I did use 1.
You had 6? Oh, I might only have 4. Grenades.
About the time that you guys are having the conversation about, what was the last thing you were talking about? There was an argument.
Playing music.
They were playing
music. Oh, and we didn't even get to the good and the bad of it. It was better than average. It was better than average music. And frankly, we should have taken a minute to enjoy that, so my apologies. But the lyre was pretty, you've heard a lot of lyres played in your day. And this one was okay. But the pan flutes?
Wow.
Tre Manolfi.
I just played
Bon. It's hard to give the triangle its due. That's essentially what the job you had for that was triangle.
Yeah.
But as a duo, it was a nice interlude. At one point, you saw Bath smiling her biggest smile while she was watching you guys.
Good.
And about halfway through it, as Angel changed the tempo a little bit and adjusted the melody, you see Bath's eyelids start to get heavier and heavier, and she eventually falls asleep on the bench. And I don't know if you've ever seen how kids fall asleep, but it's in whatever position their eyes close. And so her eyes close, and she just kind of crumples into a pile of bath. And she just makes tiny little girl dwarf noises while she sleeps.
I'll put a little blanket over her.
Donkey!
Why?
What are you doing in this swamp? And I'm like, what is going on with Bath? Did she have a bad dream?
I'll take my little satchel and put some of the softer things on top and lay it underneath her head.
Okay, so now she's got a pillow and a blanket, thanks to the good caretakers that
caretakers.
Yep, it's not even coming out halfway. Those caretakers that King Jules, the people's king, chose for Bath. As her eyes close, and she begins that gentle sound, and she gets her blanket and she gets her pillow, the polar bears stop. And then you hear a couple of them snort. And
this is what happened last time.
Immediately, you see a head pop out of the cocoon. It's red. It's easy to see when it pops out. The red head pops out and jumps right out of the cocoon and runs up to the small little square that the rains go through and starts looking through it. And he says, almost exactly the way Dramph did not too long ago.
Rest in peace.
Yep. Oh, crap.
Was there more ice hoppers?
No.
Oh.
Have you seen ice hoppers out here?
Yeah, we fought ice hoppers with, on our way here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, hopefully nothing. If they don't come towards us, look right out there. And the four of you kind of gather around and you start looking out of the small window.
We each take a corner.
Yeah, there's like 4 corners of a head and then an orange bearded face. And you guys are all looking out, and you see the ice, you see the tundra, you see the icy rocks, I guess, or snow-covered rocks. Mm-hmm. You'd never seen them moving around the way they did, though. There must be an avalanche or a roll. Nope, those are creatures. There seem to be some ice-covered rock-looking creatures.
Monolith.
Okay, strength. What? Okay. What are those?
You see him taking the reins, and he seems to be gently pulling on them and releasing and pulling and releasing. It seems to be something he does to calm the polar bears. Polar bears are quiet. Your wagon is quiet. I'll do strength. All 4 of you roll a stealth roll.
That's my thing.
Pass your thing. I agree with that sound you made.
Ooh, I do not. Dirty 20, baby.
I got 5.
I got a 9.
11.
Wow. Great, guys.
What?
Wow. Bye, Tyler.
Mm-hmm. You guys are so quiet. You hardly hear any noise at all. Bath, with her tiny little snore. Okay. Callisto, breathing. Just a little bit of breathing noise. Monolith, like a ghost. Not even there. Janitamy, pretty average. And then Angel fell off of the bench and hit the bottom of the wagon and made no noise himself, but there was quite a little knock on the bottom. And the polar bear at the front reacted by going, "Argh!" And that's when all 4 of you looking out, 5th with strength, you see 2 moving boulders move and turn towards you, and suddenly the boulders had what looked like heads with horns on them. And then they start running towards you, and now we roll for initiative.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to use a different dice. I'm going to use this one.
What is
Are
switch
you
dice with me?
kidding me?
That was a bad idea.
Switch dice with
Nope.
me.
I
It's
rolled
my
real
dice.
bad.
No.
I got 10. Look at my initiative. I got 10.
I got 4.
We did poorly, you guys.
What'd
Except
you get?
you, apparently.
Oh, what'd you
I
get?
want that dice. That's mine.
You'll see.
Why don't you tell us?
You're not
Wait
allowed
for
to
him
know.
to call out.
Oh.
20 to 25.
No.
Nobody. Wow.
15 to 20.
Nope.
Really? 10 to 15.
13.
10.
How did I get higher than you?
I don't know. I rolled a 3.
You got a 10?
I have +7 initiative, baby.
Wow.
Hi, Dex.
5 to 10.
I dex.
I got a 5.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
We did real bad.
Angel? Oh, 4.
4.
Wow.
I got a rock.
Saving the best for last.
The scariest for last.
I'm excited to see the rocks get 25 and 30.
Well, since it's higher than all of you, I can say 15 because you're going to know in 1 second that they're going first as they get to go first. And it kind of fits. They are reacting to a noise they heard. So they turn and see you. And while you guys aren't even in attack position, they decide, oh, well, let's attack. And they start running towards what they first think is just 2 polar bears to eat.
Oh.
And maybe they'll find out that there's more when they get there. We'll see.
I'm so excited to figure out what these rock creatures are.
Let's go ahead and get the Lucky Wizard dice map cam fired up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that name. Map cam V2. Meow, meow, meow.
I do not want anybody to be blown away.
It's too late.
Dude,
I'm already
we're
so
about to be blown
impressed.
away. Hold on to your socks, y'all.
It's just blank.
It is the icy tundra.
Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal.
I meant that in a good way. I meant that, like, in the best possible way.
Did you? Insight check. Natural 19 plus.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't mean that.
Give me back your dice.
No.
Well, get rid
Use your own, you
dice.
flake. That's not the right word.
Sorry that I forgot my dice at my house.
You want to set a die?
You got a bag? What kind of dice you
wanna
got?
set a
You got
die?
fancy dice? You seem like the kind of person that's fancy.
Hold on, I got lots of sets of die.
Thank you so much.
It's all yours.
Best
my
better friend.
dice aside.
What'd you say? Huh?
Better friend than Kayla.
What?
Huh? Oh, that's the boulders?
Nope, those are the wagons. The wagon, and those are the polar bears that are pulling it.
It's so pretty.
Oh, little cute little triangular polar bears.
And these are the ice ogres.
Ice ogres? Ice! Oh, that sounds awful. Why did we roll a 6?
You're the one who was excited about it.
I mean, I was excited.
There were going to be 4 if you'd rolled below with 4. There were going to be a lot more. This is the mild encounter. All right.
It could kill us.
They approach.
Ogre.
Ogre?
Ogre. Yes, it's ogre. I can look it up if you want.
I believe you. I just like.
They make it to within. They make it to within 15 feet of the polar bears, and their first move.
Ogre.
Thanks.
I got a snapshot from Dustin last night. He was filming. He's like, "Where is it?" And they're like, "Over there." And then it was just a little frog on the sidewalk, and he's like, "Normies!" That was the whole thing.
You know what? They're going to hold an action, or you don't know that, but they're going to make it that far, and they're going to stop. They're looking at 2 polar bears. They are hungry. They want to eat those polar bears. They're not used to seeing polar bears tied to something. Mm-hmm. They usually have to chase their food a lot more than this. They're not exactly sure what's going on, but they're about to pounce on the polar bears as soon as they've figured out what the situation is. So they have moved themselves to within 15 feet of you and your wagon, and that takes it to Casey.
I will get out of the cart and go not necessarily towards them, but around the cart. So not enough to where they don't notice me, because I'm going to make it obvious that I'm getting out of the cart and then moving away from the cart.
So we don't have minis for you guys yet, so we've got these better than dice placeholders.
Do you have my Janitamy?
What's that?
Do you have my Janitamy?
Oh, I ruined everything.
Yeah, you guys have yours. They live up on the castle on the shelf.
I'm going to grab it.
Okay.
We're breaking the fourth wall. They thought we were in different states. I do. Well, I would love to finish painting, but the one I started painting is in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And you come out and you
gross.
start here because the door's on this side.
Well, that looks exactly like me.
Yeah, almost exactly.
It's identical.
5, 10, 15 would bring you to this side, or were you staying hidden?
No, I want to go further that way and up.
This way?
Yes.
Okay. What do we do here? 5, 15,
30.
30 gets you to here.
Yeah.
It's closer.
And then I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Whoa! I don't like this. I do like this sound.
Yeah, right?
Unless it were used on me.
All right.
What is that?
Eldritch Blast.
Does a 10 hit?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Is it a single blast, or you roll once for both?
Single blast. 5th levels too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm excited to see how much damage that does once it hits.
What does it look like when it charges?
Blast.
Like, we still get to hear about how cool Eldritch Blast looks like coming from you. What does it look like when Callisto shoots Eldritch Blast from a trident? Or is that the source?
It depends. It depends on how she feels. Depends on what's in her hand at the moment. Right now, she wasn't really ready to fight, so right now it's coming out of her hand rather than a trident. But, it comes out and it has a mostly green look to it, but it looks like if you could make a water ball, almost like imagine like a fireball, but imagine a water ball with a more greenish, dark green hue to it.
Yeah,
got it. And that blasts out from you, and it's on target. It just goes right between the two of them in a little spot that didn't look like should be there, but it was, and that's where the Eldritch Blast passes through. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Monolith.
That's me. I am going to roll for stealth and stealth out the back of the cart and just try to, like, is there any way that I could, like, crawl on the ground and get behind him or something?
Go under the
I know that you can certainly try. Okay. When you're looking around, and I don't have a lot of time to describe or nor you to look around because in your 6 seconds, this is a very flat piece of tundra.
You know what? I'll get out and I won't even stealth. I'll just walk over here.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot my crossbow at him.
On the one on the right or left?
I'll go right.
Got it. You pull out your crossbow. You got that bolt loaded.
How many bolts do I have? I want to make sure I'm not shooting an empty crossbow.
Oh, damn.
I got 11 bolts, so I'm good.
You roll in that one, and you just accidentally forgot to put the bolt in it.
Cha-ching. Oh, damn.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay, plus 6. Here we go.
Mario.
Does an 11 hit?
I'm afraid it doesn't.
Wow.
You guys keep aiming right between the two of them. That's an Eldritch Blast that passes between the two of them, and now a bolt from a crossbow that passes between the two of them.
Drat.
Janitamy.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
How would you like to spend your moment of carnage?
Well, I would like to... That's a good question. I don't want to get out of the cart completely because I want to kind of keep an eye on Beth. So I'm just gonna half stick my body out, and can I see them from me sticking my body out?
No, the door, and it's an oddity, but the door is only on the driver side of the cart.
Okay.
And so for you right now, the only way you can see them is by looking out of the small hole in the front.
Then can I, in this situation, get on top of the cart? Like pull myself from where I am to on top of?
Yeah. I'm not going to make you roll for anything. That's more just maybe, like I'd say, half your movement tops.
Okay. So while I'm up there, I'm going to cast Ice Knife at first level.
Ooh.
Yeah. At the one that's on the left.
My left. Over here? Or just the right?
This one.
Gotcha.
All right.
Number 2.
Number 2. I'm on top of.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, cool.
Kapuya.
They have to make... this is not great. Dex save, of 10 or higher.
Did you hit?
2. Plus 2.
What? Yeah!
That's 4. Even with 8 intelligence, I can
So, number 2 fails hard. Can you do my favorite thing where you go ahead and describe...
Wait. I think I lied. I'm so sorry. I make a range attack against them,
and
then they make the dex. So
the explosion.
Yeah.
Roll to attack. We remember how this works.
14?
That fails to hit.
Damn.
What is the AC on these things?
But since...
They're kind of slick.
Wait, what didn't hit?
They're in 5 feet of each other?
14 didn't hit?
Yeah, they're easy side by side.
Both of them make a dex throw,
2.
and it hits the floor, but both of them make a dex throw, and one of them failed, and they take 1d6.
So, number 1 takes a fail.
Oh, 2d6.
The second one saved with a dirty 20.
Okay, so he takes... It doesn't say half or anything, so I think it's none.
Yeah, that would be the case. So how many... You roll the d6 of damage for the 2d6?
It is 2d6.
Plus or just 2d6?
Just 2d6.
Let's do it.
Oh.
8.
Nice.
Not bad.
Good hit. The icy javelin that bursts forth from your angry hand lands right in front of him. And in the moment where it seems like a failure, they are both looking down at the same spot, and it erupts in an explosion of ice. One of them must have been a lot more ready for that explosion, and it's able to shrink back from a lot of the shrapnel and just take some cuts and bruises. Not the other one, though. The other one took a lot of it right in the face, and some of it was enough to injure the jaw and one of the eyes. So we have some damage.
Can I use the rest of my half movement to hop back into the cart?
Yeah, that puts you back inside. There you go. Angel, it's on you.
Okay.
Be careful, they look big.
And here's your incredibly lifelike figure.
I'm gonna hop off the wagon.
You'll be inside, so you can come out and walk around?
That one. Yep, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one?
The other way, so I have easier. Well, yeah, no. Wait.
What's your speed?
30.
My speed is 30. I want to get within 60 feet.
You're within 60 feet.
I'm within 60 feet, so I'm going to stay. Thank you. I'm staying behind the. Then I'm staying kind of like to the side, to the right. My right. You're
the other way.
Closer to you.
Closer.
This way, your side, like yours.
Gotcha, backwards.
Right there, yeah. And I'm gonna yell. I had it. Where is it? I'll beat thee, but I would infect my hands, and then I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Ooh.
Oh, they have to cast or roll a Wisdom saving.
That's good. I beat thee, but I wouldn't want to infect my hands.
6.
Wow, that's so good!
Such a fail.
Okay, so then that is well, that's only 2 damage, but you have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Does it impact one or both of them?
Oh shoot! Wait, what?
So it does 6 damage.
Plus my charisma modifier?
Yes.
Where does it say that?
That's just how shit works.
Yeah, but it doesn't say it on here.
Is it a spell?
We're going to do it today. We'll figure it out later.
Alright, then it's 6.
Because that was pretty vicious.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I would have been
shake
hurt
speed.
if I was
I
that
see.
for sure.
And then
Does it affect both of them, or are you attacking a single, or is it a
it just
local,
says
like
a creature, so
got it.
Just one of them.
One closest to you, or the one
Yeah,
furthest
we'll
from
say
you?
the one closest to me.
The one that I hit?
His name's number 1.
Oh, number 1, not number 2. Cool.
So number 1 takes another 6 points of damage.
And then it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. Not
Alright,
before
cool.
the end of its turn.
Oh.
Which is great.
Oh, I don't have my rings. Well, I'm imagining a disadvantage ring on him. All right.
Gotcha.
Do you have some movement left? Do you want to do anything else, or are you happy where you are?
I'm happy where I am.
Okay, that takes us back to the top, and it's Ice Ogre turn, and they now realize that it's not just
Ice what?
Ice Ogre.
Cool.
Yep.
Ice ogre.
Ice ogre.
Okay.
Ice
Ice
okra?
ogre.
Okra's really good. Have you ever had okra?
Yeah, I have.
We're
Sorry.
fighting ice ogres right now.
Sorry.
Have you ever had delicious mediocre, where you take ground beef and okra and you mix it all together? It's average.
Funny.
That's a good one. That's a.
Took me a little bit, but I got there.
Still hurt.
The one that's been taking all the damage is pretty angry, and it rushes forward towards the first enemy that it sees, which is Monolith.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it is.
And it goes so far as to go around the polar bear so as not to get close
Polar
enough
bears
for a
help
bite
me.
from them. Oh, they would like to. They're all strapped in.
Somebody unstrap them.
They
Stramp. Use your.
unstrap them.
Oh, sorry.
Unstramp them. Oh.
Thank you. I'm here all week. I'm the bard now.
I'm the bard. It's hard to be the bard, baby.
Let me go against the other one.
Okay. This is going to be a multi-attack, and the first thing is going to be...
Multi-attack?
The first one's going to be a bite.
Big rip. It was nice knowing you.
Bye, guys. Second player kill in 2 episodes.
Well.
Sorry, I can't do anything about it. It sucks, isn't it?
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Wow.
Ooh.
Look at you. So high up there in AC.
I have really good AC. Better AC than
Does a 12 hit this time?
Ooh, this time almost.
All right, you... I'm just going to have to say that it was all of your dodging ability just allowed you to matrix around first a bite, and this is not a creature that you'd like to see up close, but you're definitely seeing it up close. It's completely covered in what you thought was white fur from a distance that was matted in snow, but when it's up closer, these seem to be scale covered, white scales, and each of them's about the size of a plate. And when it gets close enough to you, you can see that it's got 2 big red eyes that don't fully open unless it's close. You didn't notice them, at least, until it got close to you. Mm-hmm. And when it opens its mouth and does a giant roar, you notice the teeth first and then the matching red on the inside of its mouth that look a lot like its eyes. It's a horrifying thing to behold up close. The first time it snaps at you, you dodge out of the way thinking, dear God, that's gross. Dear gods. Yeah. And then the second time, you hear... probably hear more than see, because this is such a giant clawed paw coming down. It swipes in a fashion that really should have cut you in half, but you managed to get out of the way.
Okay.
That takes us to the second one, which is going to... It's going to do something different.
Different, you say?
Yep. It's going to stand on its 2 back legs, and it's going to hold its 2 front giant hands up, and it's going to slam them together.
Okay.
And you're going to hear this giant echo of a sound, and above you, shards of ice and hail begin to fall, and it happens to fill an area.
He's got the area. Oh, that's pretty cool.
He places the center right here, and so it'll impact Janitamy and Monolith, and it'll impact Angel.
I'm inside.
Oh, you are inside and protected by this. So. Two polar bears, and the 2 of you are in danger. Oh, it's on you. So it's a dex saving throw with a really high DC. Go ahead and roll for dexterity.
Ooh!
Just wanted to let you know how just about impossible it is to get out of this.
All right, I'll let you know how much I'm going to fail in about 3 seconds.
Just wanted to let you know how much your shit's going to be beat in.
Yeah, I'm about to get shivved several times.
By icicles.
Yes.
Falling from the sky.
Do I also need to
IMRL.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
What about the carriage?
I take care of the polar bears.
Oh. I could have gotten close.
That's not bad.
I could have gotten close. I got a dirty 21.
Ooh.
Oh.
Did I make it?
You saved.
I got 17.
Oh, you both saved.
Yeah.
I thought I was like 25 or something. You were like, it's impossible.
Well, no, I mean, just 17 is a really high DC.
Okay. I got +6 on my dex saves.
You barely made it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I fibbed when I said that out loud. It's actually a little lower than that. But I wanted to make it seem scary.
Makes it more intense.
Gotcha.
Half of 13 is a 7 for you guys, so 7 points of damage. You got hit by a lot of ice. You took half the damage you were supposed to take.
That rounds out my health real nice. I actually appreciate that.
Happy to help.
Do it again. No, wait.
Maybe on my next turn. At this point, Stramp jumps out of the cart, and you do not realize that he was even in there. He did not come out for his turn last time. He was so busy forgetting, or somebody was so busy forgetting to roll for him. So he jumps out, and you see him pull 2 daggers out of some holsters on belts that you didn't see before.
Yes.
And he whips them out, and he's holding them. Here he is.
I'm so ready to see strength. Is he a sorry piece? Is he a Monopoly piece?
It's a dice!
I need to go. I'm sorry, I gotta come back. I gotta go paint something. I'll be right back.
Sorry piece.
He's red.
Oh, I like it. I appreciate my red brethren.
Oh.
My red brethren.
How kind of you.
Monolith has red hair.
Does he?
Yes.
Do rocks have hair?
He's not actually made of rock. He's just an earth, just like the Avatar from Avatar: The Last Airbender isn't made of air.
Are you telling me Aang is not made of air? You're joking, right?
Katara's not made of water.
Shut up!
Zuko's not made of fire.
He's obvious.
He has the scar and everything.
That's basically fire.
His dad was a meanie head.
Yeah, but his dad was also made of fire.
Uncle Iroh jacked.
Would somebody come? Stramp got a 20. I just love the fact that he does this.
That is a 20.
All right, so his first one's getting double damage. He's throwing both of his daggers directly into the ice ogre closest to him.
Yes.
The second one misses. Second one misses. Good thing he got double damage on the first one.
Spoke too soon.
Yep. Yeah. It seemed like a good idea.
What a badass. Misses.
What a mostly bad. First one hit so well that using the second one, you're like, oh, forget. That
doesn't even need. No, it's good.
That didn't happen in my book.
First one covered it.
First one, really cool.
All right.
I want a puppy to come out.
Stramp does a lot of damage with the one dagger that hits. The one that doesn't hit goes flying past the ice ogre and lands in the snow and doesn't seem to move or go anywhere from there. Because it's an object, and there's object permanence. That's just how objects work.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Casey!
I will go further towards Zoe and just a tad closer to it.
How many squares? Give me square numbers.
I don't think he can see.
5. 6 squares.
6 squares to the...
1 square towards me, 5 towards the Zoe. Yes. And then I will cast... actually, bring me closer. Go back that way a few spaces, and then bring me closer. 1 more. Sure.
Okay.
Oh! Nice job. And then I will cast Eldritch Blast again.
Yes.
And that is a 15 to hit.
That hits?
Yes.
Ooh.
That does.
Finally.
So I have a 14 DC, guys.
7 points of damage.
Oh. I thought if you hit a 14, that'd still do.
So your deep green water blast comes shooting out of your hands again, and this time it connects directly right in the upper shoulder and neck area of this ice ogre. Hits him so hard, seems to knock him back a little bit, and it looks towards you and opens its mouth with that red roar. And
it's like a band.
That was 7 points of damage.
Yes.
That's a lot of damage.
And then for my bonus action, I will use Healing Word.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty good bonus action.
Yeah. He's cheating.
That's a bonus action?
Healing Word is a bonus action.
For your class or for your...
Oh, I knew that.
In general. No, Healing Word is a bonus action. Cure Wounds is an action.
Yep.
Because Cure Wounds heals more.
Bonus action.
I understand.
That's true.
I understand now.
For...
Ooh.
9. You
Wow.
got 9 points.
Can I go over my maximum health?
If only.
No.
Technically, you can with temporary hit points, but those are unfortunately temporary.
There were at least 2 hit points that could have gone somewhere else. But I'll hold on to them. I'll put them in my pocket.
For a brief minute, Monolith seems to glow brightly.
Like,
The glow dissipates, and he seems to be just filled with health and not super filled with health.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dying me.
Yeah, no worries. I feel great. And then it's my turn, right?
Does that in game?
I feel great. I absolutely would. And he pulls out his short sword and he's like, "You ugly bastard! You tried to bite me. Get ready!" And then he swings with his swords. 2 swings.
2?
2 swings.
2?
Short swords.
2 swings.
Wow.
Dose. To be multicultural, as you put it.
To be all extra multicultural.
Thank you.
Another language.
Yeah.
Ni.
Dadgummit.
Japanese.
To be
there you go.
French, it doesn't hit. I'm just going to tell you it doesn't hit.
If you have to say gosh darn it, I believe you.
Yeah, it wasn't a 1 though, so. Pretty sure that misses as well. What's 8 plus 6?
14.
Just short of what you're trying to get. Like, just short of what you're trying to get.
I'm gonna get you.
And then I miss spectacularly. Like, oh, next time.
You didn't hurt him with vicious mockery or with your swords.
Yeah, no. I'll get you this time. Ooh, yeah. Next time. I'll get you next time is what I meant to say.
The reason that it's so hard for them to hit is that they're incredibly dexterous, they're incredibly flexible, and they're almost snake-like in the way that their limbs move.
Ice snake ogres?
Well, that's what the locals call them. It doesn't mean that's what they are.
Yeah.
You're encountering a very weird oddity, and this scale-covered beast seems to have the flexibility and momentum of...
It's such a strange, definitely real monster.
Totally real.
And in the handbook.
The homebrew book.
That's what I was getting at.
Yep. I can't have actual monsters with experts at the table like you guys.
Everything you do is.
There's only one expert
Nothing
at the table.
is real.
And they're a prick, so.
Yeah.
No, it's not me. I'm not an expert. No, it's him.
Janitamy.
I'm a she.
Oh my God. Out of game, him.
That was funny. That was good. Oh, it's my turn?
If you want.
If
Only
you want.
Like,
you don't have to.
you can pass.
I could.
You
I'm not going to.
Y'all look cool.
Yo, I like how ugly you is.
I'm gonna stick my head out the window. No, the door again. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see the one that's right there. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get out all the way, and I'm gonna walk up to it.
Now listen here, mister.
Now that's not very kind of you.
You want to walk here or?
I want to get up close to this bitch. I want to get real close.
Yeah, watch that PG rating.
It says you.
I didn't say
right?
anything.
Rude. You're so rude.
What a rude dude.
And I'm going to take my.
I can do that.
I'm gonna take my sickle and I'm gonna try and get its back with the.
You're trying to harvest the back?
Yeah, I want it to if it sticks, I want it to go through it so I can yank it.
Like a meat hook?
Yeah, like a meat hook.
Yeah. Let's see how well you get past their
snake ogre ice skin.
Yep.
That icy, sneaky, slithery.
18 plus 8.
Ooh! Ooh!
Roll a strength check.
Less strength?
Mm-hmm.
What is my strength?
Not bad. 13.
13?
You definitely connect with that sickle on the back. You bury it, and it's. I think you're aiming for over the spine, which is what you get. And then you hook and pull. And this is probably the same maneuver that you've used for a lot of different harvests. You harvest and pull as hard as you can, and what you wanted was to sever the spine, but you weren't quite strong enough this time, and instead it catches on the spine and goes...
Oh, that's disgusting.
And
does it make a noise? Like a good, What skin is
white
ripping?
noise?
Let me know.
Sounds like static.
I will tell you that the most unhappy person here, even though this thing has a sickle buried in his back, the most unhappy creature in the area is Monolith, because the thing is facing him and looking right in his face, and as soon as you injure it, its face seems to peel all the way back and just scream in his face. Spittle and bits of flesh from something it ate earlier today just spatter all around him.
Real life Monolith is getting sick.
And Janatamy's just tugging away at the spine, and it keeps almost...
Stop right now, please.
Just give me one moment. I've got it. I've almost got a spine out.
I don't care. Stop.
Let's roll some damage on that now that we know.
Right, that's a good part of this.
You didn't snap a spine, but you're certainly damaged.
Is that
certainly damaged me psychologically. D&D PTSD.
8 damage.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Wowza.
Apparently a single is a D4. I thought it was a D6. But we out here.
Yep.
We are here. How would you like to finish this thing's life?
Cool. I know I couldn't rip its spine out or anything, but while it's caught, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna go the other way and cut off its, since it was here, I'm gonna, cut off its, a chunk of its, arm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It
doesn't take long for you to redirect the blade, and instead of trying to pull through hard bone, you're slicing through soft flesh, and you open up a body cavity that you didn't think was that far north. You're used to the lungs being in a slightly different location, and everything just opens up onto the ice, and it is the most colorful collection of guts. You've seen a lot of guts.
Monolith,
you back off.
No, this weird thing happens as they hit the ground. A lot of them freeze to the ground because it's this hot organ on cold ice and almost sears. Yeah, it doesn't quite move.
It froze. I'm curious.
And this thing was in mid-bellow as you were doing this, and it flops over into its own organs and lays dead.
Monolith, don't forget the hearts.
Oh, I don't think that, even if these were valuable hearts, that was the most filthy thing I've ever seen. I'm not touching that.
Janitamy wipes off the blood on her arms. It's fine.
That was disgusting. Oh, you did not.
Angel.
I'm gagging.
I spent my turn gagging.
Gigging. Not the good kind of gigging. Like gagging.
Roll the gag.
But...
Nat 20. I followed up my spleen.
Then I go around...
I gagged so hard everyone else thought about
the wagon.
Okay.
And then I'm like, yeah. And then And then I come up with something on the spot. And And then, can I go all the way up to it? Is that within the...
No, I can get you as close as... I think I've gone 2. Yes. You can.
Okay, I'm going to go all the way
in the camera.
to it. And can I... with my short sword in one hand, my rapier in the other one, can I,
like a double, make a cross with your, go.
Yeah.
But
what? It's a rapier short sword.
Yeah.
Yep. Which are you hitting with? One of them's going to hit a little bit before the other if they both hit.
Okay,
Which
rapier
one?
first, and then the short sword.
All right, let's roll for attack with the rapier the first time.
Do I add anything to this?
That will get a bonus. That'll get your... Yep.
Dex bonus. 18 plus...
Never mind, that hits.
19, okay. Alright. And then... 28, 26.
Let's see if the other one hits first for the fun of it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll without the... There's no bonus on the short sword.
Attack? Is it this? Can bards make 2 attack?
Oh, does that count as 2 attacks?
Yeah. Do you have a...
No, I can't do that. I can do it with 1. Alright.
You don't have 2 weapon fighting?
No, I don't. So I'll just do the rapier.
Rogues.
Alright, that's fine. I'll just do the rapier.
We play musical instruments for fun.
You better
I was gonna say, I feel like I shouldn't be able to do that, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Sorry that I healed your sorry ass.
Out of game. You better be sorry. I'm gonna use it to the least extent. I'm gonna use that extra health.
D&D is a game about having fun with your
friends.
My
face.
We're all having a good
having a great time.
Come have a talk with me for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's driving your car home, so...
I accidentally hit a few mailboxes.
In any case, the how much damage? Let's go ahead and roll the damage on the one that we are going to count.
I'm dumb. This is a D8, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's the one that's
3
2
plus
stuck together.
4, so 7.
What?
Yeah.
3 plus 1.
No.
How'd you get? Okay.
7. Right? Am I wrong?
No, it's plus 4 to hit.
I really gotta learn how D&D works, y'all.
Oh,
you're doing a great job so far.
The hit you add to you roll your D20.
I'm not spellcast. Oh Oh my god.
I don't know if you're on D&D Beyond, but if you go to your actions, there's like a place where it says...
It's adding your proficiency modifier, which is 2, and your dex bonus to hit. And then when you roll for damage, you add your dex bonus because that's the skill.
So it's 3 plus 3, so it's 6.
3 plus 1, because your dex modifier is plus 1. So it would be 4.
To hit?
Damage.
Damage.
D8 plus 3. I rolled a 3.
No. It's 2 hits. Hit DC.
Oh!
The damage dice is next to that.
It's 1d8 plus 1.
Wow, yeah, my brain's fried.
So it'd be 3 plus 1, so 4. 4 damage.
I'm going to let you take that second hit without, you don't add bonuses to your short sword. And then I've had a misunderstanding about two-hand fighting, and if I am wrong, I was going to be wrong until the end of today's episode when I go learn otherwise. So you get to take it for magic reasons, for DM mistake reasons. So go ahead and roll for attack on the second. There's no bonuses on your short sword attack.
Okay.
So roll a d20.
It's an 18 plus.
If it's a plus, then it hits. Roll your damage just by itself, just the damage die.
Okay. 2. You should have pointed that out.
As you ran up to it, it wasn't paying attention to you. It was looking over at the pile of blood and guts on the ground that used to be its partner. It snaps its head around when it sees you approaching, and you take a stab and a swipe. The damage wasn't huge. This creature hasn't been hurt much. This was the first of the series damage hits that it's taken. But it doesn't seem to be the damage which sends it away running. It seems to be the fact that it's watched half of its partner die. Half of the strength that it brought with it into this fight is gone, and it's now standing alone. So after you swipe it and stab it, it turns 180 degrees and begins sprinting out of the way. And before too long, you have a hard time telling what is snow and what is rock and what is creature because
do they get an attack of opportunity? They
would, except we're ending the episode almost immediately, and this thing got away without taking damage. Let's say that just for the fun of it, Angel did get one more whack off as it's running away. Good job, Angel. Well, 3 hits. Job, Angel. That's pretty impressive. So, with the carnage in front of you and the players backing up their dice, we're gonna call it a Friday. And when we come back together next Friday, we're gonna continue this trip to Camp Icy and see if you can get Bath dropped off. You saved her from some horrible monsters so far. And you're just now maybe about 30 minutes of travel away from the sign that'll let you know you're entering Camp Icy and Bath's safe place. So until next Friday, big welcome to our new players and a big welcome to their characters.
Yeah.
And
Bard boys.
Bard people. Bard kids.
Bard folk.
Bard folk. Bard pals.
Bard kicks.
Bard. No.
Okay. And thanks for being with us on this Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We're going to enjoy ours because it's starting right now.
Yes.
Yeah.